We are continuing in Nina Aquila. Let's get into it. Oh, whoops. We last left off. We won a race. Well, training for races. And now we got to, I think we talked to him? Yes, okay. Yes, let's race, okay. We said it so we can't lose any races because, yeah, unless we're supposed to lose, you know, for story reasons. Rage. What? Belief. Smolder. Wow. Technique. It's really good that I picked that I can't lose. I'm gonna push over. This is terrible. Oh wait, I just do auto race. What am I doing? That's an option, auto race. That's the race automatically. You just want to watch the race without having to actively participate. It won't last until the. Do you win the? Oh, yeah, okay. Yes, yes. Turn on auto race. Let's do it. What? He still lost. Hey, kid. Yeah, for a second. If he can't drive, he'd be pedaling super fast. How about? You think so? Okay, this is terrible. I keep... See, the only thing I don't like about this minigame, it is completely up to chance. 100%. And, like, you take chances to get more of your thing there or whatever, sure, but it's just, I don't know. Stop. So you're driving for family? Nothing's stronger than family. Obviously, we're driving for family. I just don't like that there's no way to kind of read what you could possibly pick. It's just all completely rock, paper, scissors, 100% up to chance. So you can do really good or you can do really bad. Tokyo Drift song. Do you feel it yet? The truth of the heart of the drift? The car is an extension of your soul? It does completely take me out of it, but that's fine because that's kind of the point. Is it seriously? Well, I know the anime this is based on is Initial D. I know that. Because the last, like, Chapter 2 is based more on, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! And the one before that was, oh god, what was that one? There's a lot of anime Easter eggs in these, and this is basically Initial D, but I've never seen Initial D. No, it's not based. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. It's not based on it, but it's inspired by. Like, that's the backdrop is Initial D, is from what I understand. What the? What is it? I saw something by the side of the road. Like what? Sorry, it was too fast. Where are you? Just before the side of Clara's crash. Okay, you focus on the race. I'll try to get down there and have a look around. But yeah, I shouldn't say based. It's inspired by, which is fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Ah, Dr. Pepper, yum. But and the only reason I just did the auto thing is because we're gonna win no matter what, and it's random either way, so. It does feel like it's going a bit long, though, you know what I mean? I just hope there aren't too many races. Win already. Says better than this race? Oh, of course it does. It's right out your window. And it's real. Well, hers is obviously cheap. This is it. Show me your truth, Nina. Yeah. Okay. And of course, make a good joke. 3 different art styles there. That. Yeah, it's a little. I don't understand why he was so chibi. I don't know why. That was kind of odd to me. It was. I don't know if I mentioned that last time we were here, but whatever. You won. Great race. I gotta admit, this is kind of fun. Nina. Hey, Dylan. About the thing you saw just before the start of Claire's crash. Mustang. Wait, you're back already? Turns out Terry had a beat-up moped in the back of his truck, so I just borrowed it for a bit. That's not important right now. The thing you saw? Like a bump at the side of the road? Yeah? It's a waylaid wheel from a car, complete with a flat tire. Oh. You found it by the side of the track? It's a basic Honda Civic. That's right. It's probably visible because of the thawing snow. It has to be a bit warmer. It has been a bit warmer these past couple of days. Could this be the wheel that was missing from Clara's crash car? I don't think so. We found this before the crash site, and the track goes downhill. Before the... Huh. What is it, Ren? The track is downhill on the whole. The elevation varies. There's actually a dip in the straight before the crash site. So you're saying this could roll back up the track? I'm just saying it's possible. Maybe it came off, struck a tree, and then rolled to where you found it. Okay, alternative theory. This might have been whatever Jocelyn struck on the road to cause an impact. Well, you're right. It really could be. Good thinking, Dylan. The planets align sometimes. Kia. I have never seen a Fast and the Furious movie in my life. Not even one. Can I have a closer look? They both look like they've been shorn off in some kind of accident. But something's just not right about this wheel. Like what? I can tell. I'm not sure. Can I borrow this from you guys? I'll return it. I just want more time to study it. They came out when... Okay, when did the first movie come out? Okay, Google. When did the first Fast and the Furious movie come out?
The Fast and the Furious was released on June 22nd, 2001 in the United States of America.
I was 20 years old when it came out. 20 years ago. My God. I don't know how to feel about that. I do know. Oh, it's a fan going. Okay. Too old to be forced to watch it Saturday nights, but too young to willingly watch it. You're a Beagle episode after all. You're right. You actually have a point there. I will agree. Now what? I guess we keep racing? If we're going team by team, the Queen of Diamonds would be next. Now let's get to it. Okay, so we gotta... Okay, so we have to race all these guys. Have we met before? I don't think... Yeah, you were in line for the hot dog truck a few days ago. You look concerned about something. What was it? I thought you were gonna ask me to race. Gotta warn you though, no one defeats my belief or technique. Powerful belief and technique. That's an oddly specific boast. Oh, so that kind of gives us a belief and technique. Well, okay. Or is anyone who stands in my way? Then I'll make you a deal. If you beat me, then I'll answer your questions. Let's go. Okay, here's another race. The last game was kind of like this. We had to fight different card battlers to get information. Was a little... Okay, so no one beats my technique or belief. So I'm just gonna rage the whole fight. Smolder. Smolder. Confront. Rage. Smolder. Smolder. This is too... This is great. Oh no, we lost. Wow, she's pretty good. You'll find there's a world difference between a jack and a queen. Road rage. Fighting your bill. If you want to be. Yeah. Okay, so it is telling me what to pick. No, what? How? No, no! Rage! Always rage and smolder. Yes! Yes, that's right. She must have a weakness. I've been using it. Has she mentioned anything useful? Use against her? Or self-belief. Yeah, that's... Yeah, so that's why we're... Rage! Oh, we won. Smolder, smolder. Yes! Ha ha ha! Did he glare? No! My... God damn it. Ah. Where's the nos? I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. No, 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 no. There we go. Yes. And confront. There we go. Okay. Gonna bring it ahead. Ah. It was just one. Which one, though? There's like 50. Can it be the one where they drive the car out of the plane? The Tokyo one. God, no! No, I meant to confront! Oh, God! I still won, though, so that's okay. You have spirit. You need style to really achieve greatness on the spire. That's just military at that point. Smolder. Smolder! Yeah, confront. Oh, whoa. Blazing Centauru. Nice. Yeah, I don't know how that even happens. Like, it makes no sense to me. It's just ridiculous. Some producer somewhere says, I'll throw 100 million at this if you do this. It's 4 hairpins. And we'll auto. That's right, believe in the heart of the cards. Come on, you can do it. Watch at that point. No taxi cab. Well, the only reason we're driving this is because it got souped up by Ren. Ren fixed it from the old jalopy to a street racing machine, apparently, so at least we have that going for us. That's Centauro, oh my god. I don't even know what that is. Should put some flames on it. I don't know if that would have helped. Hang in there. Draw. Flames make everything better. I want to get some tattooed on my... No, I don't. And then Chibi, why is this art like that? I don't know what to say. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to say a goddamn thing. Oh, Ren wasn't kidding. You're really something. I'm just a beginner. Maybe. You have a strong spirit. Do you want to skip out the other night now? Shoot. You seem to, I don't know, flinch? Not even. I didn't even say anything. I didn't finish the thought. I didn't leave it as a unfinished thought, you know? Like Clara got to the mountain quite late. Well, it's nothing really. Come on, you must have had a reason, no matter how tenuous. Okay, it's really just a tiny thing. Claire has my copy of Dragon Fantasy: The Revenge on DVD. I've seen that movie, it's pretty good. But what does that have to do with anything? I wanted to get it back the night Clara died, so I tried to call her. I tried multiple times from around 6 to when I left the mountain at 7:30, but there was no answer. I just assumed she was busy. Not sure what to say about that. Anything we find which can help us build a picture of Clara's movements might come in handy at some point. Thanks. Don't mention it. You have to read The King of Diamonds next. Have you warned? He's no pushover. So basically we have to erase him, then we have to erase the other ones over there. Okay. Oh boy. We know what you meant. I could have just been talking about my butt. Yeah, more racing. Taro, you again. See the one that's been rifling through the rest of the Dancing Diamonds? An outsider like you? Not quite sure how to respond to that, but yes, I beat the Jack and Queen. Useless. Why wouldn't I want it to be, you know? I'd be like Sonic, but with my butt. He seems angry. Maybe I can goad him? You think you could do better? You're all racing in the same car. Do you know anything? All of us, I mean, each team chooses a car, and we all use the same one. It would have been obvious if you'd been paying attention. At least nearly all of us. Huh. I guess I hadn't noticed, but I hadn't really thought about it. Why is that? Homologation, or at least that's what the proper, at least that's not the proper word, but it's the term we use. Homologation. What the fuck is that? There are rules, etiquette. You wouldn't know about that, would you? Outsider or not, I know what you, I want to know what you guys were arguing about earlier. Not gonna happen. Well then, if you won't listen to me now, maybe you will once I outrank you. Ha, good one. Enjoy the sight of my taillights. Let's go. Wow. So he's all rage. What's against rage? Belief, I think? Nope. Technique? Nope. Fuck. Rage? What? How am I losing to him and everything? The cocky outsider? What's going on? This guy's tough. I think I'm supposed to lose this one. No matter what I'm doing, I'm losing. Yeah. Totally fired up. Careful you don't burn out. What? Keep with the banner, Nina. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to lose this one. Because he's got the same face every time. And I picked all 3 different ones, and I lost every one. So, yeah. Oh. In motorsports, homologation is a type approval process through which a vehicle, a racetrack, or a standardized part is required to go for certification to race in a given league or series. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. We've all learned a little bit more. Done without a fight. You sure you haven't been fighting for too long already? Forget it, you'd never understand. Let me explain what's wrong. You have to beat me first. Oh, I won one. What? I'm winning them now? So this is even worse than before, where it's basically, I can't even tell what his looks are. Even though this is street race. 4 ribbons. No, actually, I'm not. now we're winning. Confront! Confront! Oh my god. So we won that one. Still gotta beat him like a couple more times. Okay, now I think the game's just letting us win. Because we're supposed to. Oh, it's neck and neck! Oh, so you would have been listening. Maybe? I don't know though. I have it set to auto race, and we also have it set where we win every race. So, like, you win! Let's fall straight, Nina. Hang in there! I thought we were gonna lose because I was doing everything and we were losing, so I don't know. Maybe it was just part of the race. Rigged. Yes. Yes, it was. It was super rigged. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Can't believe the taxi one. I'm just in my head today. You okay? Let's worry about Keisuke and the others. A bit of a tool all evening. As someone who has a job where I see a lot of bereavement and worry, you're coping better than some. Just try not to get so personal with your retorts, maybe? I'm sorry. So, the argument? Yeah. It all started a few weeks ago. Keisuke was approached by an anonymous would-be benefactor who wanted to invest in the Dancing Diamonds team. Sponsor? They offered you guys a chance to be a professional motorsports team? Probably the simplest way of putting it. So what happened? We rejected it, of course. Dancing Diamonds run free. We're not sellouts. Keisuke took some time to think it over, but in the end, we refused. But ever since then, things have been weird. Weird? Tense, I guess. People have had meetings. Quiet meetings. Stewart-faced racing broke. They say they're not coming out to the Spire one evening, like they're going to the gym. But you look online and they're not at the gym. They're with some of the others. It's about trust. That's right. Ever since that damn offer. It was just kind of our internal drama. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright. Nina! Or Yoko. Just what do you think you're doing? My job. Don't give me that. Oh, God. Thinking you're a racer just because you learned a thing or two from the diamonds? This is so you. And you don't even realize it. With the what now? Hey, Nina's not... Zip it, Goggle Boy. You got no lines in this play. Okay, that's enough. I'm only racing because I need to find out more to support the case. Whatever this is, I've got no time for it. You want face, huh? Fine. Go get that jalopy you call a racing car. You know, just see how out of depth you are. Out of your depth. Oh. Oh, no. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose this hard. Yeah, we're just gonna auto race. Shit. Yeah, I think this one we lose just because. It has to be, because that was... What the? How'd you get so far ahead? Confused? You should be. It's confusing when something changes right before your eyes. Wait, does she mean... Yeah. We're meant to lose this one. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. And she hates us, I think. There it is again. Is there anything unusual about the corners? Yeah, a high-pitched mechanical sound. She must have a turbo on that thing. If she's mastered that... Yeah. We are so gonna die. I can barely see you back there, Nina. What are you gonna do? Buy a scarf? Cut your hair? You seriously want to bring up that old argument again? We're supposed to be racing. We? There's only one racer on this track, Nina. And it's not you. Oh, damn. Oh, we got told. Use the booster tower. I knew it. What? You might be the Diamonds, but the way you drive is just a mishmash of their styles. You haven't changed at all. Oh, wow. We totally... well, wow. We didn't even get all the way through the race. Go drive off a cliff. You see what I mean? A racer spirit is inimitatable, like a fingerprint. You're no racer. In fact, you're not even a good Anya Miller. Too far, Ryoko. I can't believe you dredged that up after all this time. You expect me to apologize? Because you'll go home disappointed. Don't drag me in this whole drama you racers have going on. Who told you about that? Was it Hank? I have my sources. As if it matters. Saw the little falling out earlier, did you? Some of the people in this mountain just don't get it. You can't resist change. It's like the tides. Stand against it and you just get washed away. What? Heart's teen mystery. I thought maybe Claire would come around eventually. The Aces brought their argument onto the track and now Claire is gone. And mark my words, I'll make them pay for that. Ryoko. Ryoko. I'm not the only one who hasn't changed. That was revealing. Huh. I had no idea you were a lesbian. I'm not! What? What? Seriously, Dylan? Bye? That's oversimplifying it, but if I just say yes, can we move on from this discussion? I guess. I guess you should have realized. I mean, you talk about Anya all the time. Really, Dylan? What did I say? I know you're walking through a bit of a minefield here, but do you have to step on every single mine? Anya and I were close, but not in that way. Is she gonna kiss Anya? Oh. So why did you and Ryoko, you know, break up? You've probably seen enough now to work it out for yourself. We only dated for 3 months. About 2 months in, I started working for Miller Defense and Law. It was taking up all my time. Anya and I were working on my first 2 cases. It was so exciting. Was Ryoko jealous? Did maybe she think, no, Ryoko isn't that shallow. But in a way, kinda? She was jealous of my new job, my new life. After a month, it came to a head and we had a huge fight. She said I'd changed, like under Anya's supervision, and I was becoming a different person. And she didn't like that person. I mean, I've noticed you talk about Anya a lot, like when you're working. Well, I don't know. I mean, she said she's kind of maybe bi. She said she's not, but then she says, I don't know. Or maybe she's just saying it to get Dylan to stop talking about it. Maybe, but it isn't that just, I don't know, normal? She taught me so much about how to be a successful attorney. Cactus. Ryoko asked me to make a choice. But she just couldn't accept that this is who I am. You say that like you were born to be a lawyer. What's that? I'm not familiar with that one. Born? No. Made. By someone who helped me when no one else would. So... I thought MLM was the pyramid scheme. You dumped Ryoko? No one dumped anyone. We had an adult conversation where you dumped her. It is too. It wasn't like that. So, okay, so I've got this great MLM for you. Can mean one of two things. PG. Oh god. I did not actually know. That's interesting. So like WLW is kind of like, you know, I'm interested in women, but I wouldn't say I'm a full-blown lesbian sort of thing. MLM is gay. It's the lowercase that makes the difference, yes. Or is it just another way of saying lesbian? It's for sapphics. I don't know what that is. Should I Google that right now? Or wait until after the stream to educate myself? Okay, so it's all-encompassing. Okay. It's not just one specific term. It's basically, yes, I like women, but it's more than that. Okay, okay. That makes some sense. Okay. Believe me, it's nearly always like that for someone. Huh. Maybe you're right. Okay. Nina. Which technically would still fall under WLW. Still nothing decisive. What? We found out a lot about the racers and this infighting of theirs, but that kind of makes the aces look worse, not better. Even so... Oh, they're the only ones left. Everyone's gone home for the night. I'm not sure us freezing to death out here will help the aces. You're right. Okay, let's get in the car and head back to the office. There's this single car left out here, though. Fledge City. Nina, do you hear that? What? Sounds like a car. Is that a limo? At this hour? Looks like we're not the only ones still here. It's that mofo! Think this might be important? Maybe we can sneak over there. Who could he possibly be meeting? What the? That person. Do I know her? Mr. Gearson? You called me, so I'm here. What do you want? I think she's the person who's offering to make the teams legit. I can't hear what they're saying. Do you want to get closer? Something about her, I don't... Psst, Nina! Sorry, I was lost in thought for a sec. Seems so. Closer? Maybe. How could you? You heartless sociopath! Her body's barely cold and... Very well. I can see that now is not the proper time. We will be in touch. Ow. Thanks to my power falcon. Nina, are you okay? I don't know. You look wired. You're practically trembling. He's right. My legs feel like jelly. What's wrong? You look as though you've seen a ghost. What if I told you that I had? Nina, you're kind of freaking me out. Are you okay? No. It's freezing out here. Give me your keys. I'll drive us back to the office. Oh, man. January 9th, 3:21 a.m. Wow. Who? When? Ugh. This is useless. I've got a trial tomorrow. I need to sleep. can't figure out who she is. But it feels like I should know. I don't know enough to look her up, and I can't describe her well enough to ask the police. That's it! Ani said I shouldn't trust them, so I should be careful. But there's someone I can ask when it's an unanswerable question. AskJeeves.com. What did they say last time? Yeah, that was it. I need to use the payphone at the convenience store. Where's... Oh, it's right here. There's some kind of movie. Shield goods. The onigiri here is surprisingly good. Maybe later. That's the payphone right there, but... It's ATM. I got better things to do. To be reminded of all the money I don't have. I'm not thirsty. Jelly donuts. Haha, jelly donuts. Hilarious. Call Live Wire. What's again? 555-548-39473. That's not a real number. They said to prank them. So I guess now I head to the warehouse? Oops, not there. Oh, just 4:27:8. Damn, it took her an hour to get there. Live Wire? Live Wire? Are you here? You must be here somewhere. Hello again, Ms. Aquila. I've come to talk. I wondered when I might see you again. I hear you're becoming quite the illegal street racer. Tell me, is it exhilarating? More like terrifying. I assume you're not here to ask about racing tips. No. Some time ago, you allowed me to borrow a crucial piece of evidence to exonerate Terry Scrub. The Black Lily. That's right. When I returned it, you said I could call on you if I ever needed to. Correct. In that case, I have some unanswerable questions, Mystery Woman. Tonight, up at Rostro Spire, there was a woman. That is not unusual. Let me finish. This woman, she was talking to the King of Spades about something. Part of me suspects she's related somehow to how the teams have been approached by a wealthy sponsor. She's wearing a bespoke suit, and I think she was Japanese. Why did you come to ask me this? Her mannerisms, her eyes, there was a coldness to them, and when she appeared, it was like I had seen a ghost. You know this person. That's just it. I feel like I do. Your memory of her is dim. It's like a shadow of a memory, wrapped in a feeling. In a way, when I picture her face, it's more like I can picture her more clearly than anyone else I've ever known. More than Anya, more than Dylan. I guess the closest comparisons I have are loose memories of my parents. But just as my mind reaches for her, the memory fizzles out. Like ink washing down a drain. I see. I couldn't sleep, so I thought I would ask you about her. I feel you may have asked me a question that only you can answer. Damn. Well, I suppose it was worth a try. But if I am to suggest... Before the game is up, a true master uses every piece on the board. From the lowliest pawn to the mighty queen. Watch for long enough, and perhaps you will identify this piece by its movements. I would be patient. Not quite the answer I was looking for. The prudent moves seldom are. Have you been following the events of the Rostro Aces trial? Of course you have. Nothing in this case makes sense. Clara is behind, then in front, then dead. And the motives that caused her to lose the race are piling up. You are losing sight of the problem, Ms. Aquila. Above the pieces on the board is the hand that moves them. But that hand is connected to the player, and those moves are an extension of their strategy. When a player confronts another, they play. But if the strategy of a player is known beforehand, the game is lost before it has even begun. One of these days, a straight answer would be nice. Before it has begun? Indeed. The true chess master has a strategy which is flexible and adapts to changing circumstances. You are struggling because I lack the evidence to flip my assumptions. I know. I'm not Anya. She was always better at that. Wrong. What? A novice player may imitate the moves of a grandmaster, but they cannot claim to be a master themselves. Rather, they're just skilled at mimicry. Like some sort of imposter. Very good, Miss Aquila. An imposter may be convincing, but even if they take their master's hat and cloak, they'll just look all the more foolish when they are unmasked. You sound just like Ryoko. You're suggesting I'm imitating Anya and that it won't work this time, is that it? I'm simply talking about chess. Hey, Zemsy, how you doing? You know, I came here looking for answers, but you're only giving me more questions. Then I will leave you with one more. Do you know where I can get a battery for these LEDs? They eat up a lot of juice and I keep changing the colors. The first move in this particular match. Do you know when it was? First move? Does it mean the event that started all this? That was Clara's death. I mean, I guess I was nearby. Yeah, at least I think so. I was at the Rostro Vista parking lot at around the time Clara died. If I'm right, you weren't. Really? Are you certain? Here's my theory. Clara was already dead. She was already dead. She'd already been killed earlier that night. And that the car we saw in the race wasn't Clara racing up. But I don't know who did it, though. I just know that she was killed earlier. It has to. That's the only solution. Well, yeah? I think so, yeah. The first move. But covering up what, I don't know. I just know, I'm almost positive that Clara died before the race began. What does that even mean? Well, it's my theory beforehand. I had it, it's kind of kicking around in my head before this all started. So, like before we really got into the case. Because the way that they describe things, oh, she was behind, then suddenly ahead, the lights were off, I hit something, boom, there she is dead, you know? Gorditos. New day. Okay, save it anytime. Yes, okay, yes, save. Let's save our game. January 9th, 8:14 a.m. That sounds too much like going pee. Doppelganger switcheroo. Now, I don't think it was a doppelganger. I think because they all have the same car. That's their whole... The homologation thing is going to come into play because they all have the same type of car. Okay. Kia. The couch is surprisingly comfortable. It's weird, though. Did you go somewhere last night? Oh, about that. I couldn't sleep, so I went for a walk around the block. Nina, are you okay? Last night, I don't think I've ever seen you so shaken up. It's fine, really. I heard you mumbling in your sleep. Something about whether you knew that person? Did you work it out who it was? No. But maybe it'll come to me. Either way, we've got a job to do. Okay, but if you want to talk about it... Thanks. You ready for court? Good to go, boss. Let's get to the courthouse. Yes, let's go. Boom. So it's all gonna come to a head. Great, looks like Ren got here on time. Let's meet up with him, then get to the bench. Hi again. You want me on the bench like last time? That'd be great, Ren. My nose is itchy. I guess I wonder if things would feel different from this side of the room. Guess not. There should be an achievement for that. My nose is itchy. So what's the plan? The first move. It's about to ask the same. Nina? Hey, Space Cadet. Sorry, I was lost in thought there for a second. What's the plan? I think... Okay, we need to accept something. We don't know for certain how Clara died. Seems like that's stating the obvious. The game says just waiting to see what happens. Yeah. No, not just us three. I'm not sure anyone knows. As far as we're aware, there's no direct evidence which proves the theory. Where's the updated autopsy report? Is that bad? Not necessarily. It means that Chad probably doesn't have definitive evidence either. I think I'm starting to get it. Our goal today is to filibuster. We need to be economical. We'll dispute Chad's witnesses with an aim to securing another day of investigation. Got it? Got it. Okay, boss. I don't think we're gonna finish this tonight. I really don't. Hello again, Miss Aquila. Chad. I've already taken to drifting. Only when the mood suits me. Really? Careful you don't drift right off course. Yeah, well maybe... Oh, I forgot to turn off my... I don't want to do that. I want to do not disturb and... Invisible, there we go. Okay, sorry. Yeah, well maybe... Hey, Mel, how you doing? Mia Fey achievement. How does he always have time... How does he always time those barbs just before Tawny walks in? Is that like a gift or something? Our Honorable Judge Tawny. Nice. Nice. You should be drawing. Please be seated. We're here to resume the trial of 3 defendants. Kasuke Akage, also known as the Ace of Diamonds. Hank Castle, also known as the Ace of Hearts. And Jocelyn Montefiore, also known as the Ace of Clubs. These individuals were involved in actions which led to the death of Clara Mass, a wealthy socialite, also known as the Ace of Spades. At the first trial day, it was agreed that the prosecution would yield the charge for murder in the first degree, i.e., the defendants did not stand accused of premeditated murder. However, they remain accused of several offenses, namely, murder by reckless endangerment, involuntary manslaughter, as well as murder in the second degree. Your Honor, to be clear, it is still my personal opinion that one of the defendants is guilty of first-degree murder. However, it is true that 2 days ago the opposing bench suggested that there was no direct evidence of this. It is therefore the opinion of the prosecution that a non-premeditated murder may have taken place. Non-premeditated... What? They're saying that the prosecution still believes that Clara was killed on purpose. So maybe the murder was a snap decision in the moment. But Chad's continued belief that this was a premeditated murder is troubling. But does I really agree with him? Chad has good instincts. Why does he still believe a first-degree murder took place? Because it did. Ace of Spades! The Ace of Spades! We're choosing to pursue a charge of murder in the second degree on that basis. Regardless, I'm confident of one thing. Before the end of today, the defendants will be found guilty of at least one of the charges. I'd like to continue, Miss Aquila. Please do, Your Honor. Mr. Hawk, please restate the prosecution's case. Immediately. Your Honor, whilst our earlier pieces of evidence did not sway the court, it remains that Clara Mass is dead. As she died during an illegal street race with the 3 defendants, we believe that at least one of these 3 is directly responsible. As we are lacking indirect evidence, we will instead discuss compelling motives for murder. And do this via witness testimony. Compelling motives, huh? You must have something pretty good. Thank you, Mr. Hawk, for your summary of the case. Bailiff, please bring in the defendants. The 3 of you are aware of the charges put forth by the prosecution. How do you plead? Not guilty, Your Honor. Not guilty, Your Honor. Not guilty, Your Honor. Mr. Castle, Mr. Akagi, Miss Montefiore, the court recognizes your plea. Prosecution, bring forth your first witness. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, Chad, let's see who you call. The prosecution calls Hank Castle to the stand. Take that! Did he just call the defendants? What does he think he called it? He's totally the killer!
Order!
Order! Me? Hank, but he's a defendant. Nina, can Chad do that? Yes, he can. Being a defendant doesn't preclude you from being a witness. The man with the Still. What's your game, Chad? I refuse! Mr. Castle. You can't simply refuse. You don't have that right. You may take the 5th, in which you do, in fact, refuse to testify under oath. But as a judge, I would advise you that this would not look favorably upon your collective case. Your Honor, may I interject? Hank, as your representation, I strongly advise you to testify. You can't ask me to stand against the other aces. I can't. I won't. Hank, remember, this is why Nina's here. It'll be okay. You're being asked to testify, not to accuse anyone. Fine. Let's get it over with. All the man's up to... Mr. Castle, can you please confirm your name and occupation as a witness? Hank Castle. During the day, I work for a TV production company. Goodness. What sort of television? Well, right now we're working up a show for one of the streaming networks. It's based on a popular manga, a Japanese comic strip. It's 2021. I don't think we need to explain what a manga is. Do it or you look out as MC. Manga Popular manga about a girl. They make shows about girls with magical powers, Your Honor. They're aimed at the preteen female demographic. Chad seemed to come out with that very quickly. Oh my god. He's no Edgeworth, and it's not the Steel Samurai. I'm just saying that right now. I like this game a lot, but no. Alright. At night, I'm the Ace of Hearts, leader of the Burning Hearts. One of the 4 established racing teams at the roster Aspire. Would you say then that you knew the victim, Clara Mass, quite well? That's not strictly true. We were friends. All of us were. Mr. Castle, is it not more true that you were rivals? I don't see the distinction. You frequently clash with each other out on the track. Yeah, Aquila. Yeah. Really? I should go and get my stuff checked or whatever. Oh, what a nice young lady, even though she's the murderer. Yes, Mr. Phoenix, Mr. Wright, how dare you? That's different. It's like a conversation between equals. Someone like you wouldn't understand. Cute. I do understand one thing, though, Mr. Castle. As Joker, Clara had the casting vote in all issues concerning the roster racers as a group. That's true. And in that role, there was never any animosity between you. You're digging. Perhaps, but I'm an efficient excavator. There were no disagreements. No bad blood. What do you want me to say? We didn't always see eye to eye. But we've been friends for years. Hawk did it. I didn't do anything! I'm gonna say... I think Clara was gonna sell out. And she had the vote to sell out everybody. And maybe that's why she was killed. Did you ever fall with any of your friends, Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Hawk. The prosecution would like Mr. Castle to make a statement about this topic. Namely, his relationship with Clara Mass. Of course. Mr. Castle, are you prepared to make this statement on the topic? Fine. Wait a statement. Clara was a unique person. Dynamic, strong-willed, but fair. She led and we followed. Obviously, we had a rivalry. We were aces of rival teams. Sometimes there was animosity, but it was just the life that we lead. Very well. Miss Aquila, you may begin your cross-examination. Of course, Your Honor. I don't get it. Chad must feel as though Hank is a skeleton in the closet. I've got to assume that it's something to do with the argument we saw yesterday up at the mountain. Then he gets that you just get washed away. Hank's not gonna like it, but we can only deal with problems when we know about them. I trust Hank. I trust all 3 of the aces. So whatever it is, it can't be as bad as Chad thinks it is. I have to get art. What's he thinking? Cross-examination. Okay. Because we got, okay, aces photo, there's a buyout refusal. So that may be something we bring up. We don't have to worry about that. Homologation is going to come into play later, I believe. Okay, so I just want to check something. We're just going to press everything and just kind of see where we get. Dynamic, strong-willed. She knew herself and knew her own mind. Clara might have been wealthy, but her fortune was self-made. Some kind of, I think it was aerospace components. I see. She had a lot of connections to people in and around Fledge City. Businesses, lobbyists, and the like. She was a natural socialite. All very interesting, but I question its relevance. True. Still, a bit of context never hurt anyone. She led and we followed.
Hold it.
As Joker, she was your leader, correct? Yeah. Clara, as Joker, had the casting vote on everything. We're not a democracy. More a meritocracy. Clara was the best, so she made the decisions and we had to fall into line. That's just the way the Russell racers have always worked, ever since the 80s. I think I'm starting to see why Chad wanted Hank on the witness stand. That's important, Miss Aquila. Yes, it's important. Yes, I believe it's important. Very well, witnesses. Can you please add this to your testimony? Fine. I wish you had to cast vote on all decisions.
Hold it.
Sorry, Hank. And as her friend, you were always happy with her actions? I was. I respected her.
Objection!
Leading question, Your Honor. I am forced to agree, Mr. Hawk. Miss Aquila, you refrain from phrasing a statement as a question. Also, Mr. Castle, I remind you that you were under oath. It's the same in the game, smell. Here it comes. We'd had a falling out. We've been approached by a sponsor, someone who wanted to invest in the Burning Hearts. I can't name them for contractual reasons, but who they are isn't really important. And what happened? Are you meant to be on my side? Answer the question, Mr. Castle. Clara, she just got in the way. She was so stubborn. Everyone on the mountain wanted to go legit. Oh, that's not true. Oh, so she... Oh, okay. Oh, it's starting to fall into place now. She didn't want to go for the sponsorship, and... that's what killed her. So she has to realize a dream. It offered us a future. She had this romantic image of us staying independent, driving just for its own reward. Capitalism, people. Monetizing your hobbies. Don't do it. He says as he does it right in front of your face. It's infuriating. You couldn't collectively outvote her or something? It's not how it works. She was Joker, she made her decision. Meaning that to solve your collective problems, you would need to convince her, defeat her, or remove.
Objection.
Your Honor, that is baseless speculation. I agree. Mr. Hawk, please do not speculate. Apologies, Your Honor, but it would not be reasonable to suggest that this forms a basis for a motive. I'm sorry, a what, Centauro? Yes, yeah, they changed her design slightly, so she's definitely thicker than she was the first time we played this. A motive which could apply universally to all three of the aces. Very well. Witness, can you please add this to your statement? Fine. No, they didn't, because the diamonds, yeah, that's, I have to present this. This is it.
Objection.
Chad? Yes, Aquila? You said earlier that you felt that if Clara had been their obstacle to accepting sponsorship, that this would have been a universal motive for the aces, correct? I did. Why? Mr. Castle? Hank? Yes? You just said that everyone on the mountain wanted to go legit. But is that really true? It's not. Kaisuke? But you said that... I said that the diamonds wanted to explore avenues that can make us more legit. But I never agreed to selling out to corporate sponsors. But the club said... We had no strong feelings either way. We wanted to go with the majority.
Order.
Order. Your Honor, the defense asserts that this is far from a universal motive shared among the aces.
Objection!
I have no rhythm, but I don't care. Mr. Castle can still have this motive.
Objection.
But we've been over this. Hank's car bore no damage, and there's no evidence he shunted Clara off the road. Shut up, Chad. It's the same for all three of the defendants. We were willing to overlook that for a moment while you proposed a motive that hung upon collusion.
Another has risen to join the flock.
So Chad is still at it, I see.
Video, thank you so much for that subscription. 31 months. 31 month streak. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much. Almost to 3 years. That's insane, man. Wow. Wow. Without that, this motive alone is flimsy at best. I like that music. I do like that music. Mr. Hawk? I must agree with Miss Aquila in this instance. All three of these individuals were in the race, so if one had acted alone, it is reasonable to consider that the others would have seen this happening. If the possibility of collusion has been called into question, that renders this line of inquiry as null and void. Yes, Your Honor. That seems reasonable. Chad looks almost... He looks like he expected that. Not good. Very well, Your Honor. If this witness can't provide a motive that suggests collusion, then I request that we move on to my next witness. One that has posed a far simpler, more insidious motive. Envy. The prosecution calls. How could you? All of you. I just stand there and feign innocence. Ryoko, I don't want to hear it. We're just as confused as you are. Yeah, I'm sure. Your Honor. And you, I must protest. Willing to defend those murderers. Breathe, Nina. Don't antagonize her. Ryoko, I appreciate that the last few days have been really hard on you. Oh, come off it. You appreciate nothing. Oh my god, she's just a jilted ex. There is no gumshoe. I know. Well, there's the Irish detective, but he's no gumshoe at all. Stop pretending you understand how I feel. Fine. The three aces have hired me as their attorney, and I intend to do that job to the utmost of my ability. Even if they're a trio of murderers. This is going nowhere. Your Honor? Yes, Miss Aquila? The defense would like to ask the purpose of calling Ryoko Kamiyama to the stand. Hey! Given that she did not witness the events firsthand, surely anything she has to say is hearsay? Stop it! A fair observation. Mr. Hawk? Your Honor, Miss Kamiyama is taking the stand as a character witness. All twinks, oh god. She contacted the prosecutor's office of her own volition, and insisted she be allowed to testify. Stop talking about me like I'm not standing right here. You three aces. You three losers. You just had to be on top. You had to win by any means. I'm not gonna just let the three of you get away with it. Why is you all went to that race with something to lose? Yet somehow I lost the most. Ah! She really is hurting. I can hear it in her voice. Be that as it may, to get these proceedings back on track. The twunk territory. What a drama queen. Please state your name and occupation for the record. I'm Ryoko Kamiyama, also known as the Queen of Hearts. I work as a graphic designer for a small independent firm. And have you been in a street racing group for some time? Goodness. Over a year. I see. Did you know the victim? Yes. Extremely well. Psst, Nina. Is she a lesbian? It really does. I'm gonna say it doesn't bother me as much as some, but it could really use it, especially since this is the full-on re-release on Steam with updates and blah blah blah. You know, should have given everyone at least a basic bust like this. You know. I think Ryoko and Clara were dating, right? Or at the very least, main character should get art. Yes. Why does Ryoko just say that? I know Ryoko enough to know that she's out. But maybe Clara wasn't. Oh, I get it. Oh, okay. Miss Aquila, did you have something to add? No, Your Honor. Miss Kamiyama, how did you come to be involved on the night in question? Hello, Shees. How you doing? I was up at the mountain on the night Clara died, just as usual, as part of the Burning Hearts team. In fact, I... Take your time. The race had gone on too long. People started to wonder why. I decided I'd go investigate, but I ran into Terry Garrison, who missed the start of the race. Then Stan Renson ran. He said that Marco had called the police. Marco was always meddling. I was worried he's trying to disrupt the race to get his perfect photograph. Trina decided to drive down the course to see what happened. We ran into a corner and saw those three. The defendants? Yes. They were standing over Clara's... Ryoko? Over Clara's body. I see. And then what happened? We argued. Trina had told those three to back off until the police came. Ah, lovely. Nothing like atrocious companions. That's when I checked for a pulse. I touched her neck and she was ice cold. That's important too. Goodness, that soon? It was particularly cold that evening, and the body was lying on an icy road. That wouldn't make it... Nope. As soon as I touched her, I knew. In everything. I knew that they'd done it. I may not know how, but I know why. In that case, Miss Kamiyama, please make your formal statement. No, she was dead long before... I know I'm right! All of you. Each of you envied Clara. None of you could hold a candle to her, and deep down you knew it. Hank, you could never match her in the corners. Jocelyn, you could never beat her on the straights. Keisuke, you could never match her shifting skills. You saw a chance to eliminate her. It's just too convenient to be a coincidence. I don't get it. She didn't say anything about Clara's death. At least nothing concrete. How could she testify like that? Chad's already said that she's here as a character witness. It means she's just working off her first-hand knowledge of the people involved. The judge will weigh it up as less than truly relevant evidence. But as our clients are on shaky ground, it might be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Thank you, Miss Kamiyama. Miss Aquila, please begin your cross-examination. Gladly, Your Honor. Ryoko, I can see you're in pain. Anyone in your position would be. I can't help but feel that after today, you might never speak again. But I won't let your anger jeopardize my clients' lives. They didn't kill Clara. Can't you see that? Alright. We need a fan. I'll each of you envy Clara.
Hold it!
Your Honor? Yes, Miss Aquila? Are we to take these statements at face value?
Objection!
She's a character witness, Aquila. She still needs to qualify her statements. Otherwise, she could just say anything. Oh, you need receipts? Examples? I've got plenty.
Hold it!
Isn't Hank the Ace of Hearts? Oh, he's good, all right. But Hank's hot-blooded nature was never... You're out of line, Ryoko. Control yourself, Mr. Castle. Alright, version. Oh, it was bargain. God. See what I mean? Claire had immense mental discipline. She was always calm under pressure, which translated into beautiful, smooth cornering. Hank could begin to understand the depth of her skill. God.
Hold it!
The rest of the club seemed to respect Jocelyn. Those has-beens? They haven't fielded a Joker in years. Jocelyn's a weak person, and that makes her weak on the throttle. Wow. How can you just say such awful things? Oh wow, she's practically crying just from that? Claire was the strongest person I've ever known. No speed terrified her. If in doubt, flat out. Jocelyn's driving was a pale imitation at best. God. Jeez, that post.
Hold it!
The other diamonds would disagree with your assessment of Keisuke. That's just it. My assessment, my analysis. There's no formula for a perfect racer. I beg to differ. Oh, really, Keisuke? Then how come you weren't Joker? In fact, the more I think about it, you all just treated her as a rival when she thought of you as her friend. And you betrayed her. Do you feel it's important, Miss Aquila? Yes, I believe it's important. Very well, witness. Can you please add this to your statement? No problem. Shut up.
Hold it!
That's a baseless statement. She can't just sit there and... It's her opinion as a character witness. But surely... The court recognizes that this is merely the witness's opinion. Well, that's something at least. But still, she's angry. That's clouding her judgment. Partial infers that the four aces really were friends. Oh, yes, I have evidence, so... Okay, present evidence. I think it was the photo. Yeah, right there. There's the picture of everybody. The aces with Ryoko. Yeah.
Objection!
Yeah. No, there's no one in the... I don't think this is the jury case. I don't know. There's a jury box, but no jury case. Ryoko? What? The aces were never friends? Never. Really? Not for a single moment. How about them apples? Are you certain? Miss Aquila, is that a photograph? Yes, Your Honor. Taken not so long ago by Marco West. So? Ryoko, do you think the other aces are good actors? What? The affection in this photo. It looks awfully convincing. It looked like class. Because they were. What does that have to do with anything? Ryoko, why do you believe that the aces were only pretending to be Clara's friend? Because they wanted to be on top. They wanted to be Joker no matter the cost. That's what Touge Jenkins Racing is all about. Do you feel it's important? Yes, I believe it's important. Very well. Witness, can you please add this to your statement? Fine. It's just how it is. Okay, it's not how it is. Okay. I gotta figure out which one was right. The heart of the drift. What if that's it? Okay, which is the right? Oh, okay. Everyone on the mountain wanted to be the best, and they'll step on anyone to do it. That's just how it is. But that's not how it is. Wait, if they truly want, then I think it's the car. I think it's the car thing. I'm gonna try the car thing and see what happens.
Objection?
Nope, I fucked up. Nope. Yeah, it's relevant.
Penalty.
Oh, no! No! I need to save before I start. Okay, I need. Used her. Okay, this has to be. So, but what is the... Is it the heart of the drift? This can't be it. Everyone on the mountain wanted to be the best, and they'll step on anyone to do it. That's just how it is. It's a shadow person.
Objection!
Oh, that was it. Oh, okay. Ryoko, you're so wrong. What are you talking about? Every racer wants to win. It's true that every Touge Jenkins racer would like to be the best, but that's not the real reason why they race. That's right. Racing is about learning about yourself through challenging others. It's about understanding the ultimate emotion. It's about seeing something in others that they don't even see in themselves. Is it about winning, really? It's about truth. The truth that lies in the heart of the drift. Bullshit. See? Believe in the heart of the drift. You can't seriously... Really? You've only known about Touge Jenkins Racing for less than a week. Sanctimonious, patronizing. Is this so you? Maybe, but... Sorry, Ryoko, but I have to do this. In that time, I've learned a lot. Most importantly, though, the way you describe the attitude of the racers is wrong. Was Touge Jenkins Racing just a challenge to you? You're so eager to go legit in order to be the best. But Claire was determined not to let the racers sell out. Don't you dare! I'm forced to ask. Are you sure you knew Claire as well as you thought you did? Not even family. Screw this! Hey you, prosecutor! Huh? I want to leave. I'm done here. That's crystal clear. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to dismiss Miss Kamiyama. Granted. Miss Kamiyama, you are free to go. Though before you do, you should know that the city offers a variety of options for grief counseling. Not in a million years. Nina? Yeah? This isn't over. Until it is, when we find the real killer. She's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Mr. Hawk, do you have any more witnesses to bring before the court? No, Your Honor. However, the prosecution's charges against the defendants remain the same. The knife, murder in the second degree, murder by reckless endangerment, and involuntary manslaughter. While the opposite bench disputed some aspects of the motives proposed, the facts are indisputable. Clara Mass is dead. A fair observation. Nina, is there anything we can do? Save your evidence. Ren, yeah, have a little faith. Dispute the motives pretty well. So we've crushed the charge of second-degree murder. Should I push for a mistrial? Chad's wearing his poker face. What's he thinking? Hey, Nina. Now you've disputed those motives for the murder charge. Watch Tokyo Drift. Female carry. Happened in the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. Can't we push, I don't know, dispute the charge of murder in the second degree? Won't that make things simpler? Aquila? Far be it from me to tell you how to do your job, but aren't you going to propose a mistrial for the murder 2 charge? Think about it. If we got the judge to agree to mistrial, we'd be left with 2 charges instead of 3. What did Chad say at the start of this all again? The defense will be found guilty of at least one of the charges. He must have a strong reason to believe that. And the fact he suggested it alone makes me concerned. Okay, so what do we do? Oh, what do we do? Took place in the future past. What? Tokyo Drift sounds insane. I'm gonna say don't push. Or should we push for a mistrial? What do you guys think? Oh, I'm so confused. I did save just before this, though, so... Okay, trying to dismiss the murder second degree. Make charges simpler, it might just result in summary judgment. Tony might just pronounce the aces as guilty on the spot. Clever trap, Chad. This one is rather troubling. Miss Aquila? Yes, Your Honor? I'd like to see the photograph again. The one you presented earlier. Of course. But why? You said this was taken by Marco? Yes, Your Honor. I believe in friendship. He really is a master of his craft. She's got a thing from Marco. Their affection, all 5 of them. It looks so genuine. The court has made its decision. Counsel will be granted further time to investigate, and we will reconvene the day after tomorrow. Yeah! Woohoo! Your Honor, why? The defendant's motives are disputed, and the evidence remains inconclusive. Mr. Hawk? Yes? If direct evidence is not forthcoming, I can only suggest you are more creative with your sources. As you personally do not drive, it might be wise to follow Miss Aquila's example and find an expert witness. Follow my example? Oh, if only this moment could last forever. As for the defense, while Miss Aquila's arguments today were persuasive against statements of these particular witnesses, it still not changed the fact that the defendants were involved in dangerous activity with the deceased. A reasonable person would consider them in some way responsible for her death. Miss Aquila? Yes, Your Honor? Do not forget, in accordance with the 3-day statute, I will render a verdict at the end of the next trial day. Ah, we're in Japanifornia. Short of a significant change in the facts of this case, your clients stand in a very precarious position. I am sympathetic to your case, but do not test the limits of my sympathy. We shall reconvene the day after tomorrow. Okay, there we go. Court is adjourned. All right. Get another day. Whoa, Jesus Christ, that's loud. All right, save your game.